Now you know that control chart has four lines: upper control limit, center line, lower control limit, and the line of data. How do we determine or how do we calculate this upper control limit, center line, and lower control limit? Though we say that upper control limit is plus 3 standard deviation approximately and lower control limit is minus 3 standard deviation approximately, what is the exact formula to calculate all these three lines? Because this is not specification limit, this is derived from the process variation. Let us understand various formula for determining UCL, CL and LCL. So this is a table that depicts formula for control limits for variable types of control chart. So here we have IMR chart, then we have X bar R chart, and then we have X bar S chart, and these are all different formula for UCL, CL and LCL. Let's understand only one of them first. So let us take example of X bar R chart. In X bar R chart, as we know, there are two components, one is X bar chart, another is R chart. Most of the variable charts usually they are in pair. So here when we say X bar R chart means we have X bar chart and we have R chart separately. So what is the formula to calculate UCL for X bar chart? So if you want to calculate UCL for X bar chart, then the formula is like this: X double bar, which is nothing but mean of all the means, and then this is A2, which is a constant, and then this is R bar. R bar is nothing but average of the range. As we know that in X bar R chart we take the subgroups, so we take the subgroup size 1, subgroup size 2, so mean of all the mean is called X double bar. And when we have range of subgroup 1, range of subgroup 2, when we calculate the average of range, then it is called R bar. So this is used in the formula. From where this A2 has come? A2 is nothing but a constant, and there is a table which you can use. So here is a table which shows about different constants. So for example, when we used A2 in case of X bar R chart, let us assume if your subgroup size is 5, in that case your A2 constant will be 0.577. You can get this table from the internet. We can also provide you the link to get this table. So you can use this table and calculate these control limits. Similarly, the central line in case of X bar chart is X double bar, which is nothing but mean of all the subgroup means, and LCL is nothing but opposite of UCL, that is X double bar minus A2 and multiply by R bar. So this is how there are different formulas. You don't have to get confused with these formulas, because nowadays these are already inbuilt into the softwares. If you are using Minitab or something like that, then this formula is already inbuilt. You just have to enter your data and Minitab does all the calculations for you. However, if you are still using Microsoft Excel or some other spreadsheet programs, then you may have to do these calculations manually. In that case, you can always refer to this kind of formula and create your control charts. Similar to variable control charts, there are formulas for attribute control charts as well. In attribute control chart, as we discussed, there are four types of chart: P chart, NP chart, C chart and U chart. And here as we know that there is only one single chart, there is not in pair. So this is the formula that you can use to create the control limits for attribute control chart. So our suggestion is, don't get confused. We will explain you all these formula when we discuss in detail about control chart.